so need a dictionary.
What's up? I might be able to help.
What is a pegacorn?
Let's get Chester.
What? I was busy playing games.
Right. Hey, what's a pegacorn?
It's a magical creature that has a head so far up PlayStation's butt that all common reasoning has escaped. Why? What's up?
Rosilla wanted to wait. Actually, where did you read that?
Well, you know how Kojima has worked with Sony over the years on games?
Yes.
Yes!
Apparently, he recently announced he was working with Xbox on a game.
That is good. Hopefully it's another FedEx delivery game.
Yeah, well, some pegacorns took it upon themselves to send death threats to Kojima for doing this.
Wait, so a person gets an opportunity to better his career, and the careers do the people at his company by making more money by doing work for Xbox, and people send death threats?
Yep, and to think some of these people have had children and can vote.
That scares me.
What scares me is that we are puppets, and we know that death threats are not acceptable.
I think this is where Father would say some people never got the butt kicking they need in life.
I don't think those are the exact words, but yes, close enough.
Don't be a butthead. Be nice or else I'll come hunt you in your dreams with a razor.
Okay, that got really bad. But regardless, come on.
Hey, everybody, and welcome out to our sixth podcast. Dear Jesus, forgot you recently got back.
What part of silence don't you get?
Sorry. Continue.
Thank you. I want to take some time to help you improve your ability to speak clearly, Buster.
Okay. I think I speak great.
Oh my gosh! Do we need a mute button for you? Because we'll get one, but it may be a stuffing crusty in your mouth, so do you really want it?
Fine, I'll shut up then.
Anyway, we were going to do some exercise to help you speak more clearly.
So let's start. Let's say, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Say it 3 times.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Now say super duper fast.
Well, actually, I forgot to say it 2 at a time, so do I say it 2
Yeah,
at a time
I
super
tell you that.
duper fast? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked
Now
a
tell
peck of
us
pickled
where
peppers.
you hid the
What?
keys to your truck.
Oh, they're under my... Hey! Wait!
Rosella, you blew it.
I blew it. He's
Y'all-
a stupid person here.
You all just think I'm an airhead, don't you?
Considering it almost worked, I say you are.
Hey, back from the dead. Hey, Dreadpool. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to the podcast, our 6-1. Tonight we have Rosilla and Bliss rejoining us after their return from Rosilla's anger management classes. Girls, care to share any stories, specifically what happened to Bliss? And Bliss, what's wrong with your nose?
Let's just say I was caught on the wrong side of Rosella's fist.
Again!
I take it that's why you have a band-aid on your nose?
Yep. I would also have my monocle, but I kind of lost it.
I ate it. Sorry.
You eat everything.
It was yummy. I'm not bleeding.
Without
Good
the
job.
monocle, you can't see now.
That's the beauty of it. I'm sparing myself from the traumatizing treachery that is your faces.
I think Rosilla's rubbing off on Bliss.
Is that necessarily a bad thing, though?
Yes.
Yes.
Majorly yes.
Yes.
One of you is enough. 2 of you would prove that hell is real.
Hey!
All right, puppets, let's settle down and get back on track. You can smother one another when I'm not around to witness it. I'd rather not be forced to testify in court of law for you 4.
Father, I have
Yes.
something to share.
Yes, Krusty, what do you have to share?
I was taking out the trash yesterday.
Wait. Since when do you clean?
Since yesterday. Anyway, I was taking it to the garbage can, and when I noticed something wet and furry by the sewer drain.
Wait, good Lord, Krusty, please don't tell me you didn't touch it,
I
did you?
decided to pet it.
Oh.
I
No!
pet it.
No!
It was nice enough to lick my hand.
No!
Krusty, why? Why do you hate us so much?
Blech.
Krusty.
Yeah,
Krusty,
why would you ever touch anything around a sewer drain? Do you learn nothing from watching it?
Clearly not! And even if Pennywise bit his head off, he'd still tell him all about the creatures that live with him in the sewer drain.
She is correct.
Anyway, continue with your weird story there, Krusty.
Well, there's not left much to tell. After my hand was licked, it seemed so nice, I brought it into the house.
You brought it
Into the house. Wait, what?
Yep.
Krusty!
Though, I don't know where I put him.
Guys,
In Father's room, but he seems to have wandered off.
guys, we have no choice.
Yep, we need to kill Krusty and offer him as food to lure that pet out of his.
No. We are not killing anyone, even if it is extremely tempting right now.
Aww.
Oh, thank you, Father. I'm done now. Continue with the podcast.
Alrighty, everybody, thank you for everybody that's come out, and we will start with this. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back, and we are back and have all the little puppets here to do their little thing. We apologize for missing you last week, but so much news dropped with Game Fest, Xbox's announcements and whatnot. So, Chester, where should we start? Huh.
I think Chester's on mute.
I think he is
Chester!
too.
Yeah, my
Okay.
mic
There he
is
is.
broken.
Alrighty, Chester, glad you fixed your
Sorry.
mic.
Alive!
Okay, well, Chester,
Well-
where should we start?
Let's talk about what Xbox announced last week.
Yes, truly, Xbox dropped a huge bomb last week with everything they announced. They are updating Windows 11 to deliver a better gaming experience for all those that game there.
Well, they are updating Windows 11 for Auto HDR and VRR to improve gameplay and latency. Also, a new HDR calibration app will enable players to improve color accuracy and consistency of their HDR displays. That's a
Sounds
lot of
like
R's.
Microsoft and Xbox are really pushing the ability to play anywhere.
Well, what it comes down to is they're allowing people to have an app that actually calibrates their HDR. So instead of just having HDR, it'll actually calibrate it correctly. Also, with VRR, that's a variable refresh rate that allows more games to actually not just be locked at 60 frames per second, but allow people to actually play games up to 144, 200 frames per second. So this is actually a huge step on the fact that Windows 11 is allowing people to play games really anywhere. So it'll be exciting to see as they keep advancing and improving. So that is the most enjoyable experience possible for everybody.
Also, they are updating Microsoft Edge so that you can have a personalized gaming homepage.
That actually is kind of cool. It reminds me of our Xboxes, how you can personalize them and you can put what you want there and whatnot. So that is something I am looking forward to. Um, uh, that it'll also they're allowing it to have game clarity to make the game look clearer and smoother, which everyone wants that while playing games, so it won't downgrade. Edge will actually drop what it needs. That way, the gaming experience is not hampered by Edge running in the background.
That was some awesome news and will really change so much for gaming.
It truly will. And with the games coming out that were announced last week,
What happened last week? Because I was pooping.
She was. I heard
Well,
her.
it destroyed from her.
hold on before we go any further. Also part of Windows 11 and the Edge announcement. I believe it's James Dankins in chat brought up that they are actually killing Internet Explorer. So if you have Explorer, you're going to be pushed onto Edge unless you use another browser. But I did see that in the news. I read a little bit about it, James. I can't remember the date, but if I remember right, it's happening pretty damn soon. So if you love Internet Explorer, you better enjoy the last couple hours you got with it, because it's, if I remember right, it is not lasting the month.
Oh.
So, Chester, what happened last week?
Well, last week, the Summer Fest 2022 Xbox Bethesda. I don't know how to say that.
Bethesda.
Bethesda? Okay. Bethesda. And also little shows that usually happen during E3.
Xbox Bethesda and Summer Game Fest dropped a lot of games, indie games and AAA games. Truly, it was a feast for all of us gamers.
A feast? What is there a eating simulator now? I want it.
Father, would so platinum that game probably in under an hour?
What? I am not that fat.
But you are fat, buddy.
Okay,
I don't
anyways.
know with that.
Who speed won it?
Anyways, we got a lot of games from Summer Game Fest. So let's start there. Then we shall roll into Xbox Bethesda's showcase. Bliss, will you start with your thoughts?
Sure. From the Summer Game Fest, I really liked Modern Warfare 2, Cuphead, Escape Academy, Neon White, Four Solace, Street Fighter, Sea of Thieves, and also Redfall.
Sea of Thieves and Redfall are both part of the Xbox Bethesda show. They were not part of the Summer Game Fest.
Hold on, let me cut in there real quick, Bliss. The puppets hate me, James, because I locked them. They were originally, well, Krusty's still down there, but they were all down in the basement, so they kind of don't actually like me a whole lot, unfortunately. Little do they know.
Cut him up and sell him.
Little do they know, without me, they would not eat, they would not get washed or anything else. But, you know, puppets
We
are puppets.
can go King Dreadpool.
Wait, you feed us?
I mean, I tried
You
to.
watched us?
Anyways, Bliss,
You wash us?
up with you.
You feed us? That's
We have to
right.
eat?
Bliss, your turn.
Alright. Okay, Father, this will be too confusing. Can we just say what we are excited about? Regardless of which show it came from, I mean,
That's a good point, Bliss. Why don't we go it from there? So, have at it, Bliss.
father. I kind of want to. Anyway, okay. All right.
You want me to say it for you?
Okay, well, I know she's kind of excited because there's a lot of games coming out, so I'll go ahead and cover what she wanted to say. She's
Well,
excited for
be
Modern
careful.
Warfare.
Be careful, she can't see, so.
This is
She's
true.
Give her a little
blind,
bit.
father.
Blind.
She's excited for Modern Warfare 2,
She-
Cuphead, Escape Academy, Neon White, Fort Solis, Street Fighter, Sea of Thieves, and also Redfall. Me, I actually was kind of excited for Escape Academy. I'm not somebody that actually enjoys those games personally, but the fact that the rooms will change, and even though you've seen the puzzle before, the puzzle will change. So that is actually a pretty unique experience on how all that's going to work. Bliss, what are
I
your
like
thoughts
them a
on the
lot
game?
too. I've never stumbled across or seen a game that completely surrounds an enlarged escape room where you go from back-to-back rooms. So
If
it
you
is very
want-
unique in a way.
If you want, I'll make you an escape room and throw away the key after locking you in.
How will I escape?
That's the fun part! You'll never escape greeting me a wonderful life without you, Rugrat!
That's kind of dark.
Also, the puzzles the puzzles constantly change, so it gives it a lot of replayability.
That's
Hey, Father,
yes, Krusty.
I think I hear a creature.
Well, I'm glad the creature's down there with you because I don't
I smell the
remotely
creature.
want anything to do with it.
I'll send him your way.
My door's
I
locked,
Okay.
think I'm the
so
creature.
that's not happening. Anyways, Chester, what are your thoughts and what are you excited for?
I thought we got a lot of games to look forward to. I enjoyed Redfall. Look kind of Borderlands like, but with vampires. So, very exciting. But I am really
Stargirl?
excited for Starfield. Being able to build bases and build your own spaceships and go around space shooting other spaceships. Also, that's very great in the game. I really like space games where you can just travel and have fun and there's a lot of planets. So yeah. Also, the new Saints Row game looks interesting to me. It reminds me of GTA, but this one has superpowers in the previous game.
Plus, you can walk around smacking people with a large
Hey, hey, hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
hey, 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 hey! We're not even gonna get into that.
It's family friendly. I know our
Father?
weakness.
Why
Father?
Yeah.
why you gotta kill the fun? You're such a buzzkill!
I am not a buzzkill.
Objection! All those in favor agreeing that father's a buzzkill, say aye!
Aye. You have been
Okay.
served.
Hush, Krusty. What's up?
They need more animal games.
Well, you did see Goat Simulator 3 and Ark 2, correct?
But I don't like goats. They're smelly and annoying and eat everything. But Arc 2 looks exciting. I want to tame a T-Rex and then go eat everything. See, just like a goat.
Okay, first of all, Percolator, thanks for coming out. And yes, I am a party pooper, apparently.
Percolator.
The puppets seem to think so. And
Aye!
James Jenkins is a fan of Krusty, it appears. So Krusty, you got a little fan there.
Krusty, you have a fan. You can have
Well,
merch.
Well,
Krusty,
Me and Chester never have any fans.
Goat Simulator looks
I know.
interesting.
No, you can have fans. I'm the only one who
Okay.
doesn't have any.
Goat Simulator looks interesting, especially the part where now you can play co-op. That brings in so many possibilities that were not there before.
Honestly, I'm worried about playing Arc 2 with Krusty.
I will eat you all.
That right there is why.
I played a lot of Ark. I look forward to the second one. It could be interesting.
I have a wonderful thought.
What's that?
I thought that blonde guy in Street Fight looked like a toothbrush bristle.
Or a dusty makeup brush.
Okay, how about we not ruin one of my favorite characters from that game?
I have an idea.
I'm really worried to hear this.
What's your idea?
We should get a poll to get votes, so Father can play Layers of Fear when it comes out, and we can hook it up to the
Oh,
VR,
we
so
should
he
do
can
that.
play VR.
Father screaming like a little girl will be the highlight of my life.
Oh, you could co-op in the first one, Dread? I did not know that. I thought you couldn't, so I guess I was wrong. I thought you
Oh no,
couldn't,
yeah,
so
yeah, you can. I thought you
You're
knew.
wrong a
I told
lot.
you.
no, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. But
I literally told you I bumped another goat in the head,
yeah.
Father.
Well, I don't always listen when you talk there, buddy. So anyways, are there any horror games you all saw that you would want to play for yourselves? Not me.
Other than the query, not a lot of others interested in me. The idea of a summer camp horror storyline reminds me of Friday the 13th, but other than that, I don't have many other thoughts.
One looks pretty weird and scary.
What is that game about?
It's about, the scorn.
Really?
Really, it is.
Okay, Father, what is the game about besides score?
Honestly, I do not know. Trev and Lee are gonna kill me for this one, and a couple other people. But James
Well, let
Dankin, Guile does not look like a painted tooth, ruined painted. He is not a toothbrush.
He does!
No, no, he is one of my favorite characters. I loved him so much because everybody
He's a
else,
bleach.
everyone else loved Ryu and Ken, and no, I loved Guile. Anyways,
Why? Is it because you wanted to be him but never could?
Guile sim.
that hurts a little deep.
Do we need
No.
to practice your exercises again?
No, I do not. No, as far as Scorn goes,
Typo.
it's a horror game. Alien, I think. I don't know for sure. Leo would know more, and unfortunately, yeah. I know a ton of people are excited that this game is coming out. So there's a ton of games coming out. Chester, what are your thoughts?
You know
Yes,
what?
I was roasted by Bliss.
I will see if I could play that game. It's 50-50. But how we talk something about we do know about. Why don't we talk about Cuphead?
Take it away, Chester.
Okay, the basic idea of new bosses that vary on new powers and ways of beating the players. It seems very interesting. I'm looking forward to the release and hope it lives up to the first game. And also, it's a DLC. It's a mistake I made. I was gonna say it's Cuphead 2, but yeah.
Okay, is that all?
Let me check my agenda. I don't have an agenda. Pretty much.
Okay. Alrighty.
I can add something, Father.
And what's that?
I like the retro aesthetic the game gives off. For anyone who grew up with a retro console, it probably gives a lot of nostalgia to those players.
Yeah. You know, it's better than nothing. Rosilla, you've been awfully quiet, except for trying to burn me left and right. Everything okay over there?
Yes, yes it is. Here's the thing. You just can't say a murder out loud.
Wait,
What?
What?
Huh? What? I said nothing. That was Bliss. That was Bliss. Her voice is a squeaky voice. Mine's a tomboy voice. It's a tomboy voice.
You can't make plans or the word premeditated gets thrown around in the courtroom.
Father, you see why we can't do this?
Do what?
We can't sit around and talk about Rozilla's plan to commit murder, Krusty Lot's pet, or about Bliss now looking like a duck. Why do we
Hey,
always
have you
do
seen him?
nothing but gaming topics?
Well, Rosilla and Bliss do video TV show
Bliss?
reviews.
And Rosella!
Accept it. It is Rosella and Bliss, you chicken. I mean you duckface.
Okay.
Listen, Rosella!
Well,
Rosella and Bliss.
puppets. Anyways,
Shut up, turkey.
It's Bliss, Rosella.
James Dankin, Rosilla does need to be tested for rabies. That actually would be a very good idea. And here is their video. Here is their video review.
Skinwalkers thought you saw The Last of Us, but nope. This pre-recorded commercial is made for the audience's viewing pleasure of seeing yours truly.
Heck yeah! We're here to provide entertainment for the time being. In other words, we're here to discuss a variety of topics.
The first one on this wondrous list is Stranger Things.
That's right. After a long 3-year delay, Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 1 dropped last Friday, May 27th. We watched it the next day and oh boy, was it worth the never-ending wait.
To avoid spoilers, we aren't going to mention anything involving the first half. Surprise! You Skinwalkers thought you saw The Last of Us, but nope. This pre-recorded commercial is made for the audience's viewing pleasure of seeing yours truly.
Heck yeah! We're here to provide entertainment for the time being. In other words, we're here to discuss a variety of topics.
The first one on this wondrous list is Stranger Things.
That's right. After a long 3-year delay, Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 1 dropped last Friday, May 27th. We watched it the next day and oh boy, was it worth the never-ending wait.
To avoid spoilers, we aren't going to mention anything involving the first half of this season. But know this, the story is beautifully paced and well written.
Agreed. Not only that, but the featured song Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush is the #1 ranking song on Spotify. To be honest, I'm not surprised when considering Bliss has chosen to blast that song everywhere she walks and every time she steps into the shower. Don't even try to deny it. You know dang well I'm right.
Anyway, we laughed, cried, but most of all enjoyed what we were given for the first 7 episodes.
Yep. Bliss was weeping like a baby within the first 2 episodes.
It is.
Hush up!
Oh well.
Those were happy tears from how hard I was laughing.
Seems you laughing sounds like a Muppet baby screeching.
And you laughing sounds like a squeaky chicken. What's your point?
That's it!
Oh no. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third. Broke my glasses.
Moving on, Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2 is
Yeah, and I'll
set
put it
to
back on.
drop July 1st. As expected, things left off.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third installment of Bliss and Rosella's TV review.
Objection!
What now, Rosella?
I
You
say
failed
we
us.
call it Rosella and
Father
Bliss's
failed
TV
us.
review. Sounds better and more professional.
Haven't learned.
Do you realize how dumb you sound saying this is?
Father
It's
would have been. Guys,
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third installment of Bliss and Rosella's TV review.
objection!
What now, Rosella?
I say we call it Rosella and Bliss's TV review. Sounds better and more professional.
Do you realize how dumb you sound saying this is?
It's your name. It always sounds dumb, no matter how you pronounce it.
Are you really going to go down this road with the absurdity of your name? Cough, cough, wannabe Godzilla. Cough, cough.
So, you have chosen this, so be it.
No. I'm good. Let's just move on.
That's what I thought.
Anyway, welcome to this week's TV review from yours truly. Today we will be discussing Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That car scene was hilarious.
It truly was. I've never seen Mother and Father crack up as hard as they did with that scene. I was worried he was hacking up a lung.
That long wheeze Father let out will forever be in our hearts.
Yes it will. Moving on, Ferris Bueller's Day Off follows Ferris, Cameron, and Sloane blowing off school. The plot is simple, yet it was executed immaculately.
One of the humorous charms of this movie is how Ed Rooney, their principal, breaks every rule imaginable when going to extreme lengths to catch Ferris and his friends blowing off school.
Don't forget the scene in the police station with Jeannie.
Oh, Lord! And the 80s version of Edward from Twilight? Blech!
Agreed. Charlie Sheen was a pale rat in that movie. I can't understand how so many girls fell head over heels for that.
Same, he looked horrendous.
Overall, the movie was a solid film. I understand why it did well when released. The only scenes I will never get over is when Jeannie is booking it upstairs after knocking Ed unconscious. And the car scene.
Why was she running like that?
I know, right? She looks like me whenever I shut off the lights and run for my bedroom.
Then the car scene at the end was tragically hilarious. Cameron breathing the life out of his dad's car and it flying out the window into the forest was truly iconic.
Anyway, aside from spin-off Edward being the creepiest thing walking that movie, the scene where Ed believed Ferris was Sloane's dad was disturbing to say the least.
Disturbing, try utterly hilarious, yet disgusting at the same time.
Overall, I give this movie a solid 9 out of 10.
I say a 7 out of 10. I've seen better. Thanks for tuning into Rosilla and Bliss's
Bliss and Blowzillas.
Jeez, calm down, Velociraptor. You're screeching in my ears. Anyway, thanks for tuning into Rosilla's TV review.
Wait, you just can't remove.
Hey everybody, sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm special, that's all I can say. So we are back, we are happy, and we are here. Chester, why does your room look so dark?
Father, the creature's biting the light.
Well, sometimes you gotta sacrifice a person for that, so... Anyways,
Fluffy.
Chester, what's up? You seem like something's bugging you, man.
I feel like me and Krusty need something.
When you say something, what do you mean? Like, right now we're working on Animal Facts with Krusty, which we should be airing here in the next week or two.
Wait, what? Wait, so I'm the only sock without a job?
You're the lonely, stinky sock.
I'm not lonely.
So you admit you're stinky?
Well, your hair is fake.
What?
You heard me.
I will not let Chester control me like a light switch, but I'll murder him later.
Wait, what?
Good job, Rosilla.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
thumbs up,
Rosilla
thumbs up.
calms down. Let's get into what Xbox announced last week.
Yes! I've been waiting for this. Phil Spencer recently said, we're building a platform that can reach billions of players, whether it's on console, whether it's on PC, whether it's through Xbox Cloud streaming, where players on any device they want to play on should be able to find the content they want to play. That's a lot of weather.
That is.
Wait, explain this cloud.
He's fighting the light.
So, cloud is a term which actually, two things. The internet blew up today because apparently people on Xbox are still extremely butthurt that they won't be able to play cloud from Final Fantasy VII on their Xbox and still locked behind PlayStation 5 and 4. Well, all I can say is if you want to play it, then go get a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Regardless, though, cloud is a term a lot of companies use nowadays to talk about things that are accessed over the internet, whether that be photos, documents, or in this case, Xbox games. Xbox is trying to build a system where you can play games on your Xbox, PC, mobile device, or their streaming device, which we'll get into more detail about that streaming device in another podcast later down the road.
Well, that is pretty cool. I could play House Flipper whenever I want.
That is true, Rosilla.
Father, the monster's coming up to lick me. Well, other than that, let's just keep going. I'm becoming more terrified. Xbox is bringing their cloud app first to Samsung TV on June 30th. Then, from there, to other TV vendors, as they can. Speaking of which, we have a Samsung TV upstairs, in our play area. I could probably not move my Xbox back and forth now. I could just play on the TV, 24/7.
That is true. But what is the resolution like? The frames per second?
Right now it is 1080p, 60 FPS.
Is FPS Father pretends to be smart?
Hey!
No. poops socks.
What?
Funk per sack.
Ferrets produce songs.
Would rather listen to a ferret song than someone who sounds like a cat caught in a grip of death.
That was out of
I
nowhere,
agree.
Rosilla.
You gonna start rapping, Rosilla?
Yes.
Gonna
Well,
be
some
Skittles?
people
Please
think.
don't.
Well, some people think they can sing, and someone should be honest with them and tell them, "Honey, you can't sing."
Okay, hey Rosilla, honey, you can't sing.
Anyways, that is true, but back to FPS. It stands for frames per second. So 1080.
So, is 1080p 60 FPS good?
Honestly, yes, it's not bad. As they get the service better, I'm sure the resolution will go up, but most TVs right now upscale anyway, so it may be sent as 1080p, but will probably be upscaled to a higher resolution. It won't be true 4K, but it will still look good.
Well, that is exciting.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. It is really exciting, but we're not done yet. xCloud is being brought to Argentina and New Zealand. Now!
I am shocked. New Zealand was not first with the influx of digital people they have every time a game is released.
That is true. I would love to know how many call New Zealand home on their consoles, but don't actually live there. Hold on, don't go anywhere. James Dankins, I don't really know how the upscaling works per se. Dreadpool is in the chat. I'm sure he could elaborate on it. Unfortunately, it is not something that you can just type out real quickly. But 1080p TVs, when they first came out years and years ago, you're talking 20 years ago, they actually could upscale content to close to 1080p, and 4K TVs have done the same thing. So it takes the picture and actually just makes it a little bit better. Dreadpool will be able to explain it, but it uses a processor. I know that much to upscale it. Some of the Blu-ray players that are out there do that. Some of the Xbox and PlayStation do that. So, anyways. No, it's not Dreadpool. That's why I tried to give what I at least could think of. I hope I at least hit it somewhat good, but I mean, if the streaming's 1080p, 60 frames per second on a 4K TV, it's got to be upscaled beyond 1080p. So, Krusty, what are you
Krusty?
excited about?
Hey, is Ark on Game Pass?
Yes, it is.
Well then, I can start playing it when you all get boring on here. So much more playtime.
Okay, but you do realize that it does play better on Android, and unfortunately, we all have Apple.
Father, you got us inferior products? I'm so disappointed. You had one job.
Well, I apologize. Regardless, here soon you can play it on the TV upstairs there, buddy.
We shall see.
Of course, Krusty, you'd have to be let out of the basement, so I guess you won't be able to see.
I don't think Krusty has seen outside yet.
James Dankins, yeah, it uses a CP processor. Some of the newer ones, I believe, have an 8-core in them that's specifically designed for that. But anyways, FYI, Bliss and Rosilla will.
Hold your shoes, Buster. Rosa and Bliss.
Anyways, Bliss and Rosilla, the Breakfast Club won the
Rosilla and
poll.
Bliss.
So you
Okay,
will
how would
have.
you do?
We already did
the
a poll,
whole
so
Bliss
you will
and
have to
Rosilla?
watch it and review it, girls.
Breakfast Club. Ugh, such an old movie.
It's such a good movie.
Such a weird person you
Okay,
are.
I have an idea, Father.
Yes.
Let's have a poll so Bliss and Rosilla can see which one of the name come first.
Rosilla and Bliss.
Anyways,
Shut up.
Xbox Showcase was to me very good. I know a lot of people crapped out on it and whatnot because I guess Starfield didn't live up to what they wanted. To me, you're watching a 1080p stream, go back and watch it in 4K. I did. I thought everything looked even that much better. My wife, who does not play video games, she does not play video games, okay? Not a gamer whatsoever. Watched Redfall, and the first thing out of her mouth when she saw the vampires and everything was, hey, I could play that. That right there made the show. When you have games that make non-gamers want to play, that's what gaming is about. Personally,
It was a
though,
miracle.
it was. I was kind of shocked. But personally, I'm excited for all of these games coming out. Redfall. High on Life looks absolutely hilarious. Rick and Morty, I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched a few here and there. They make me laugh. So I'm looking forward to that.
Father showed us an episode of it.
Era,
We're
Arc
traumatized.
2, Diablo 4. And I kind of want to try Starfield just to see kind of what it does.
Oh my gosh, I love Arc 2 and Minecraft Legends. I want more dinosaurs. Of course, I could do without the Van Diesel looking bald guy that they showed, but Minecraft Legends looks good, and I would like to see where they go with it. The building, the open the world, and I don't know if it will have RPG elements.
All good elements and ideas. Redfall, I'm excited for also. The vampire part is cool.
Like I said earlier, Starfield. And also, the pet is coming up to me. I'm gonna go pet it. Oh, it's flicking me. It's biting me. Ow. Ah.
Well, he gets murdered. My only hesitation with Diablo 4 is with Diablo Immortals. However, Diablo Immortals got horrible press. I mean, I don't know how else to say this. They're basically charging to basically pay to win. However, most people are blaming Blizzard for this when Blizzard did not make the game on this one. Actually, they published it, which means they gave the company money to make it. But the company that made it is Hong Kong NetEase Interactive Entertainment Limited and not Blizzard. So, to
Hey,
me,
Father,
yes, Krusty.
what do you mean by play to win?
More pay to win, not play to win. But pay to win,
Alright, pay to win.
you have to pay money to get chests. Those chests then allow you to get gems. The gems can go up to level 5 gems. That's the only way you can get a level 5 gem, so that makes you better so you can do harder content. All of that is locked behind chests that you have to pay, and someone figured out the calculations. And unfortunately, mind you, this is not an exact number. You have to pay this amount to get it, but with the percentages that you have with buying each chest on what you can get, roughly there's a possibility you could spend up to, wait for it, $110,000 to max your character out in that game.
That's highway robbery.
Yeah,
They
well,
get away with this.
unfortunately, because of that, Diablo Immortal is now being horribly reviewed.
I don't blame them.
Well, how bad is it reviewed?
It is the worst. Okay, Metacritic has been around for, I think, 13 or 14 years. And in that time, they've reviewed every single game that's hit the market. And it is the worst rated game on Metacritic.
Hold your shoes. Wait, what?
Yeah, well, first off, it being review bombed by angry players. So, I mean, that's kind of being skewed. So it's not actual reviews, but basically people are pissed off. But the damage is done. So most people will review bomb and never go back. What's that,
Father,
Krusty?
I can't see my.
So what
Krusty.
damage has been done?
The damage to the reputation, as some people don't realize that it's not Blizzard that made the game. Blizzard only published it.
Father, I can't see on my eye now.
And
also, how does someone not know that who made the game?
well, some people think Blizzard made Diablo Immortal, and like I said earlier, they helped a little, but actually Hong Kong NetEase Interactive Entertainment Limited developed it. Unfortunately, Blizzard is getting all the bad press for it.
Well, that sucks.
It really
Yeah.
does. But overall, I've enjoyed the games that they've revealed. Xbox, to me, I give it an A. There were a lot of games that I enjoyed. But the biggest seller was the fact that Redfall made my wife want to play a game, and she's not a gamer. So for me, I say the game rocked. The game show. I'm excited. My kids are excited. There's multiple games that they want to play. So for me, yeah, Starfield wasn't the home run that people were hoping for. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. A game show is developed with all sorts of games because it's like a buffet. Not everyone is going to like the same food, so they have to release all sorts of games that people may like. Just because you don't like it does not mean that it's a horrible game. Get over it. Anyways,
If mother likes Redfall, you might not ever get to play on your Xbox again.
if that's the case, I will buy Mother a Xbox and we can game together and we may stream it together.
Hey,
She may not
Father,
wanna play with
I
you.
came up with a beautiful idea.
Yes, Chester, what's up?
One, I need to get an eye implant, and two, can I just, if I don't have a job, I can play games.
You could play games. You could possibly even review games or give your thoughts on games. Maybe
Well,
do
I can't
one.
do it right now. I can't
Ooh,
see.
maybe do 1 minute reviews so we could put them on YouTube Shorts.
That would be hard because I have a lot of thoughts on the game.
No, game sucks. Game rocks.
Yes.
Anyways, I have to tuck these puppets into bed. Thank you for everybody coming out. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate every single one of you. Your likes, your subscriptions, and your shouting us out. We appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah, some of us need our beauty sleep. That, and I need to leave food out for my creature.
Wait,
I think
two
I always been
things.
said.
We never
never found it.
did we?
No, we did not.
No.
No,
Two,
you
two,
did
two,
find
two,
it.
two, two. It's 8 o'clock, and we don't go to bed at 8 o'clock. We go to bed at midnight. So
Yeah.
in the bed, but
Yeah.
that's gonna be hard to find us.
Bliss, Window,
Anyways.
Crusty, Father, did you guys forget it chewed my eye off? The
All I
teacher?
can tell
don't
you
care about
guys is when I tuck you into the drawer, that is when it's